Hello and welcome to the New Indian Express Online. I'm Bansy Kalappa. With me is Dr. Neeraj Patil, who is from Karnataka, who is a part of the National Executive Committee in the United Kingdom of the Labour Party. This is a very important body of this party. Welcome on the show, Doctor. You have written a letter to the British MPs, and you've also written a letter to the British Foreign Secretary, who is like the Foreign Minister, Mr. David Lammy, about the Bangla problem. What exactly is this letter you've written, and what is this that you're concerned about?
See, as you know, human rights are sacrosanct.
Yes.
So, what we believe is people should not be persecuted for their religious beliefs, be it any religion. Okay, so human beings are allowed to practice, preach, and propagate their religion without any fear. No one should be persecuted. Now, 8% of the population in Bangladesh is Hindu. And the Awami League was always seen as soft towards Hindus. So, as you know, the deposed Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, is in Delhi. Now, she had to flee Dhaka because of the civil unrest and the students' agitation. Okay, that's a political issue. But that must not have any negative implications on the 8% Hindu population that is living in Bangladesh. We are hearing that temples have been ransacked, people have been attacked, and there have been gruesome, criminal acts of violence that are circulating on the social media about Hindu community, not just Hindu community, also other ethnic minority communities being targeted by some radical elements. So the thing is, there should be law and order, there should be human rights, people should be people should not be targeted just because they happen to be once upon a time supporters or voters of a political party. Now the challenge before Bangladesh is, see, Bangladesh is at the crossroads, and under the previous regime, there have been some good things done under Sheikh Hasina's regime as well. Poverty reduction, okay, the economy has improved, and as you know, the Bangladesh per capita almost was more than India at one stage.
Yes.
So yes, the regime was autocratic. The thing is, now there is a new regime in place, so they have to take the country into in an inclusive way, and focusing more on economic revival, creating jobs, creating growth, creating more opportunities, rather than going in a negative way. That's the challenge.
Okay, so they're at the crossroads. They could go the fundamentalist way or they could go the development way. Also, you have been elevated to this National Executive Committee, which is a very high-level, planning body and strategizing body of the Labour Party in UK. So you're one of the few Indians who have made it to this, to this august body. So your response on that?
See, I've been a member of the Labour Party for 20 years, and I proudly call myself as a grassroots member. I've been a ward secretary, GC delegate, I've been two-term councillors. Once I stood for Parliament, I was mayor of a district, and I was on the National Policy Forum. Now I am on the National Executive Committee. See, the National Executive Committee provides a strategic direction to the Labour government, because we were elected on a landslide in July. So the thing is, we have a challenge wherein we have to implement the manifesto which we have promised to the British people. So the key challenge for the current Labour administration is creating jobs, creating growth, reviving hospitals, schools, making sure that we produce as much green energy as possible, and those are the key challenges. So the NEC provides a strategic direction to the Labour government to implement the manifesto.
Also, you have been talking to Mr. David Lammy, who's Foreign Secretary, who's your good friend, you said, on this issue of better ties between India and UK. Not that they're bad, but to improve, and it will also produce a rich harvest of opportunities from Bengaluru to Birmingham. So your quick response.
No, I haven't spoken to him, so I have written to him.
You've written.
I have written to him. See, the thing is, now this free trade agreement is a necessity. It's good for India, it's good for UK, and we hope that by Diwali there will be a free trade agreement between India and the UK, because it's good for cultural exchange, it's good for both the economies, it's good for both the countries.
It will be a huge plus for both nations.
Exactly. It's a win-win situation for India and the UK.
So looking forward to that.
Absolutely, because remember now India and UK shares very deep cultural relationship. Apart from, of course, business, economy, there is people-to-people relationship, cultural relationship, and UK has a large Indian diaspora that is vibrant.
How big is it? How big is the Indian
I don't
diaspora?
know. I don't know the exact numbers. I don't know
because
I don't know the exact numbers. But in the UK,
is it in the range of 2 million?
In the UK, 1.7% of the population in the UK is Hindu, and somewhere between 1.5 to 2% of the diaspora is Indian origin. British Indians have contributed to NHS, to technology companies, software, schools, small businesses. So Indian community is a very largely successful community in the United Kingdom, and having a free trade agreement between India and the UK would definitely boost the economy of both the countries.
So in the coming days, we should look for it.
Before Diwali, I expect.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us with all this.
Thank you for interviewing me.